And we're back! Yo, Stickbug, why don't you go ahead and talk about our boy Steroidy for those people that don't know?
Alrighty, so you all know about the Clash Royale first real tournament they did. Where was it held?
Helsinki!
And who
got...
got
right into the first matchup. Oh my goodness, didn't even give you time. Raintown versus FullFrontage. Yeah. Raintown versus FullFrontage. Woo! They're getting right into it.
This is... What is this?
And check these bans. We've got minor pump ban down there, so we won't see any of that pump shenanigans that we saw last time. I think that was a good ban to pull up here. Minor, obviously the standard ban. Nobody wants to see that ish. Not even fun to watch. Yo! Giant coming in on the right-hand side. We see the Giant. Where's the Valkyrie? He needs the FullFrontage. Really needed that Valkyrie there. Unfortunately,
this matchup is for the Twitch bragging rights.
Yes, we've got two streamers in the house. Raintown versus FullFrontage. Like what? Coming in, Raintown Keygasm.
Let's get some hype. If you're a fan of Raintown, show some hype in the chat. If you're a fan for FullFrontage, show some hype in the chat.
Yo, yeah, give us that FF versus RT in the chat.
Both running a Giant deck, even with no Elixir Pump. Interesting.
You know what? I almost would argue that pump is not needed. It's one of those things, if you're not worried about the minor, then you can play sort of a counter. You can play a low cost and really still do work.
If we notice, like the last series we did, what won most of those games?
It was the, I'm going to say it was the Inferno Tower, but yes. The pump,
I mean, like, what gave them the advantage,
sure.
though? Like, they could build the advantage because there was no minor, obviously. And people weren't being smart and poisoning the Elixir Pumps. So, now that there's no Elixir Pump to worry about, we still have Poison, we have no minor to worry about as well. I want to see some, golems thrown in there, because you don't have to worry about.
That's what we need. We don't. Well, okay, but we've seen the Inferno, right?
Yeah.
I expected Inferno in both these decks.
You know
and
what?
we haven't seen the last card, so that'll really
interesting that we have not seen in this tournament. We haven't seen really Sparky.
That's true. Where's the Giant Sparky? Where's Trainer Chris at? Yo, that kind of stuff is the stuff that might throw people off. I haven't seen Sparky in tournaments in a while, and it was really doing work. Like, it's not a weak deck by any means. I think the biggest problem is the pump. You really want the pump for the Giant Sparky deck, and so I think that's kind of
this Giant, though, on the tower is going to do a crazy amount of damage.
And the Poison's really going to get some poke damage off on that mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's see if he has the guards back in his hand yet. Can he target? No, he had to lure the mini P.E.K.K.A. with another Giant. So he didn't have the guards right away. The Poison's going to take away those guards. And that was sort of an unfortunate one. Wow, that mini P.E.K.K.A. is still alive.
That princess, though.
Can she put him away?
Oh!
No. Oh, she lives! Yes! Perfect. The princess lives. She's going to start being really
not in the
annoying
poison.
now.
He has to zap
there we
her.
Go.
But that's going to be hurting with that mini P.E.K.K.A. against that tower right there. He drops his own mini P.E.K.K.A. Goes down. This could be game.
Tower, one tower, two tower, and that is a tower.
Oh.
Raintown GG.
Only.
Wow.
Now
look how close that was.
Look at this. We talked about this last
health.
week. He didn't show his last card.
Didn't show his last card. Classic indicator that you're running something that you shouldn't be running.
And it was the Giant Loon.
He was running. Will we see more Giant decks? Will we see people play like Pompeo and throw that hog in there? That's the kind of thing that's going to be interesting. Ooh. We've got Clyde versus J.Mojica. How should we? We'll just call him Jay. Clyde versus Jay coming up here in the next round.
Now, these are people I don't really know about Jay. I don't know much about Jay.
Exactly. He's one that we haven't really seen yet. Clyde with the Ice Spirit in the back. He must have not. Yeah, it doesn't have anything. There we go. Another Giant Musketeer. Okay, I think we might be looking at two. We might be looking at Giant Trifecta. Yeah.
Oh, we might be looking at a
double Giant.
Ooh, Prince!
Woo! We're looking
That's
at a Prince. Prince comes in on that left-hand side. Oh, guards just barely puts it away. It might even be. It's still. No! Barbs puts it away. Clyde does not let that Prince go to tower. Barbs is going to shut down Giant on the right-hand side hard.
Fire Spirits.
Woo! Fire Spirits shut down those.
Fire Spirits we've seen.
Where have they been? Yeah, where have they been? That's such a good card. Low cost, 2 cost card.
It's in a deck that really needed the Fire Spirits in it. Honestly, we haven't really seen much Barbarians. We've seen guards.
That's true. We've seen guards over Barbs, and we haven't seen and we haven't seen Prince. Jay coming out here with the offhand deck. I think that is a good move for him. You know, it's stuff that you're not used to countering against.
Where's that double Prince mini P.E.K.K.A. deck though? Honestly. Like
nowhere. It's been doing work in ladder. I've seen people do it.
I've been seeing it in tournaments too. Like I've been seeing it in this competition though, because we've been banning cards that should make that deck effective.
I bet you it's just not their comfort deck. So people, like we talked about, they want to play into their comfort decks. They want to play good. Jay, maybe this is Jay's comfort deck. Maybe the Prince is his comfort deck. He's got 3 cards that we haven't seen. I'm hoping one of those is the second Prince. Maybe we'll see some mini P.E.K.K.A. Probably not because of the barbs, but who knows?
So you know what?
Clyde has the standard deck right now.
When you're so controlled on running,
there's the other Prince.
There's our Prince. When you're controlled on running your elixir collectors and getting that elixir advantage, you don't have it. You have to be very, very cautious about how you spend your elixir.
Yep, and I feel like playing the Dark Prince on the left-hand side, he really needed to shut down the Musketeer. So he's gonna take some pretty good damage here on the right-hand side.
Was really
not a very good poison either. Yeah, I feel like Jay is kind of struggling here. He needs to find his groove. He needs to really
Giant
switch
does
up
get
his
a hit off on the
rotation.
tower. Taking that tower under, no, right above 500.
Right about 500. Right above 500. He goes for the second push. In fact, smart move by Clyde to
Double
really punish
Princess
him.
down.
The double Princess is going to be so annoying. It's going to put in great work. There we go. That is arguably a really good poison.
That's
You
definitely going to be a
don't
tower.
want
That
those
tower is
there.
definitely
Right side tower's gone with 30 seconds left. I don't think Jay's going to be able to...
Double Prince, though.
Yeah, but guards, man. Guards is so good, especially against the double Prince, especially if you can split him. Jay, and with the guards right now, Jay hasn't even had to split him to put in work. Jay's forced to really put down these pushes, and now he's not going to be able to make a effective low push on the left-hand side.
Instead of Barbarians, he should have been running guards in the deck.
Well, it would have been a little bit lower cost, but it wouldn't have shut down the Giant. If anything, Double Prince Inferno, that's sort of like a standard.
I want to see what his last card is, because again, he did not play his last card.
Not playing the last card, something we talked about all the time.
Let's check out what his last card was. And J.Mojica.
Woo! Yeah, we already talked about how Carter was putting in work.
J.Mojica's played in a lot of my tournaments. We've also seen him in this whole competition. He's been in, I think, every single week.
Oh, he's been a threat.
He is a very good player. Carter.
Hog. Coming in on the left-hand side. Shut down by that cannon.
That's the first cannon we've seen.
Yep, and you know what? I'm excited. Finally, we've seen cannon. I would have expected Inferno, but we've seen cannon. We've seen, you know, now we've finally seen something to shut that down. They're both playing the Hog deck. Here we go. One hit off. So they've traded even. They've traded pretty much even. Great Princess right there.
Ooh, those minions are going to get some hits on the tower.
Annoying. Woo! Great poke damage. He got the one hit off the Princess. He got the hit off the minions. And now another. Here was. Where was that at? He was able to cycle so fast that he could play another Princess.
Now, they both look like they're running the same deck. Besides the cannon for the guards. That's the only thing different.
We'll see if maybe guards will come out for J.Mojica.
Ooh, Furnace.
Nice. Okay, yeah. Why haven't we seen this? Why haven't we seen Furnace pushes? Furnace, I think Furnace Mortar actually is something that we haven't seen that is actually extremely strong, especially against Giant and the Hog.
The reason why I feel like we have not seen the Furnace is because people are so used to running that Furnace with the Mine.
They haven't branched out. They haven't tried.
They're stuck with that Furnace Miner concept that, oh, that's the only way the Furnace works. But no, there's so many different ways. You can run a Furnace Lava Hound deck. You can run a Furnace Balloon. You can run Furnace Giant Golem, like whatever you want to throw at that Furnace, because all it's there to do is just take out the air defense
and get some poke damage. And it does it so well. It even shuts down guards. Like it's such a good card. It'll look with the Hog. Here we go. Hog shut down by the mini P.E.K.K.A. And alright, and the giant Hog, nice. So I don't think he really expected to see that Giant. He needs to cycle back through to that cannon. Can he even get it?
Those minions though are gonna do work here.
Doing mad damage.
If those minions get to the tower?
Freak. Woo! Giant and minions? No, minions shut down by the other minions. No!
One's still alive!
That's tower. That's tower. So, okay, so Carter's already up a tower. He's only down 1,000 damage. Hammers, man, coming through against J.Mojica here. That was so good. Holding on to the Giant until he didn't have the cannon. Well played, Carter. Well played. I play of the bag. I think we're getting a play of bag here. Here we go. Infernus, now he can start poke damaging the left-hand side. All he's got to do is guards this mini P.E.K.K.A.
Nice pull there to get the Princess and pull the mini P.E.K.K.A. away.
Nice! First freeze we've seen that gotta be used offensively. He got the freeze off on the tower and he got 2 hits on the Hog. That could have been dangerous. J.Mojica could have sent this into overtime. He's got 20 seconds and his deck cycles so fast, he might even be able to do it. No, he decided
got that
not
push
to.
on that side though. That's a really strong push he has to worry about, especially with the fire spirits in there. Gonna clean up those guards. And that, see now the Giant's on the tower, cannon has to be dropped. Mini P.E.K.K.A. is full health on the tower. That is definitely gonna be 2 towers right there.
Woo! And the BM freeze. Carter takes it. Wow, man.
Well played by Carter. Well played.
Absolutely destroyed. Oh, I know. we've got the next matchup coming up soon. Stick Bug, it's your boy Steroidy
Oh!
coming in versus Naruto.
Let's go.
We're gonna have Steroidy versus Naruto coming up. Hit us up on the Twitter, give us the hype. That's absolutely insane. It's gonna be insane.
We're waiting on a second. He said, waiting 1 second. So we're gonna come into that match in just a second. But I mean,
just
I'm
give
getting
me the
hype.
hype though. We
If
need
you
the
don't
hype.
know who Steroidy is, he got 2nd place in the Helsinki tournament.
All the way to the finals.
But
One of
he
the
got so
first
much hate.
huge Clash Royale tournaments ever.
He got so much hate though, because everybody. That was back when everybody hated the mortar.
Yeah, but that's why I like him. We love the mortar here. We love the X-Bow here. Bring it, man. I would love to see it. I would love to see that. We're talking about those comfort decks though. I haven't seen what he's used to playing, so it'll be really interesting to see. Here we go. Steroidy from Elite Gaming versus Naruto versus Hammer Esports. Let's get it. Prince! Naruto drops the Prince in the back. Nice. Unfortunately, he needed it on the left side. But hey, that's interesting to see right off the bat.
Guards, okay.
Guards to shut down the Princess. Nice. Ice Spirit, Ice Wizard combo.
That
And that
zap
Prince is
wasn't.
Yeah, I feel like Steroidy's down in Elixir, but he's got sort of this like Ice Wizard sort of poke damage that he can get on the right side. I kind of expected him to take advantage of it, and he didn't. So maybe he's looking to get some sort of slow roll thing going. No, Hog on the left-hand side. Why didn't he play that on the right though? Why didn't he take advantage of the Ice Wizard?
He wanted to split up the push though. He didn't want him to have the mini P.E.K.K.A. with the giant on one side.
It cost him a lot though. And here's the guards for classic mini P.E.K.K.A. Very good counter.
Right.
Nice.
Inferno. Ice
There we
Spirit.
go.
Nice done with that Ice Spirit. Guards as well.
There
coming
we
in here.
go.
This could be bad.
Woo! Zap, I think it'll at least take out the counter zap. Prince is getting the tower. Does it get the charge? It gets the charge off. Wow,
That's big.
Naruto. Woo! Big push by Naruto right there. And we
the
see the
angry face
rage
come
from
out.
Steroidy. Must be kicking himself for getting that down. Feel like the Musketeer counter in a giant deck isn't as good against the mini
But
P.E.K.K.A.
see
unless
how-
you can, follow it up. But
See how strong that Musketeer is though?
woo!
That Musketeer
Shut down
gets-
Miner, shut down the Princess, almost shut down the Ice.
And it was in
Wizard.
poison.
Yeah, Musketeer, guys. Woof, woof. It's one of those cards that if you're getting the value out of Musketeer, you're winning the game. But you have to get the value out of it. You can't screw around. You can't lose the value. You know what I mean? You can't just drop it. It needs to be countered. Hog coming on the left-hand side. There we go. That's what we want to see. The Ice Spirit's going to stop the mini P.E.K.K.A. That way Hog can get a hit on tower. 2 hits on tower. And now he's evening. Steroidy's evening this game back up. And Naruto
I
can't
feel like
really
he
do
should've
anything because he's got a slow
waited.
deck.
Drop the guards to stop the mini P.E.K.K.A. instead of having to waste his zap on it.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know why he dropped him on the right-hand side. They're not really that good of a counter to the Giant. He did shut it down, though, so he stopped the Giant. He only really took the poke damage from the poison. Musketeer right here, though.
That Musketeer
is gonna
locked
get
on the
mad
tower.
damage. Guards to stop the Hog. It got zapped. The zap on the guards, though, man, it doesn't even take down the shield. It's not a very good
We talked
play.
about that.
It's not, yeah, it's one of those things that you only want to do if you absolutely have to.
He's pushing with the Hog Rider again.
Steroidy's deck is just so fast. It's just so fast. It's like hog, 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 hog. You always have to deal with it. He knows now that Naruto has no defense, and he's punishing him. He's taking advantage. He's putting
But
himself
double
back in
pushes
the
on
game.
both sides. This is going to be tough.
Well, that's where the Inferno Tower comes in. That's where the Inferno Tower really needs to do work here. If he can, yeah,
Nice
He's
distraction on the
getting it
mini
to
P.E.K.K.A.
target the right things. Unfortunately, the Poison's going to shut it down, and he's going to get Giant to Tower. That's going to be Tower on the right-hand side. He needs this Hog to put in work.
Oh!
And he does! Hog takes Tower on the left-hand
my
side, and that's
goodness.
game! Woo! At the last second! Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, the quick Hog! Nice. I almost feel like he should have did that a little bit faster, but he is going to get Hog to Tower. Hog's going to get 1 hit. They both zapped. It was a double zap. Hog 2 hits, 3 hits on Hog,
But the
3 hits on
minions,
Hog,
man.
and those minions put in work. Great play. That's one of those plays where you just have to, woo! You got to go for it so fast. And you know what? They did it. He got it off. Like, if you don't get that play off, it's like such a hindrance. But man, Cheif Mystical, great work. And he countered the Hog, didn't even take hits. Well played. Godly's kind of out of his zone now. He's like, crap, I need to come back. Hog already. Look at these cycle decks. We keep seeing
But they're both winning the
extremely
cannon. He
fast cycle
needed that
decks.
cannon in his opening hand to stop that first Hog push. If he would have had that, I think he would have done a lot better. He did not have that in his hand.
Yeah, so now, and because their decks are so low, now he can have it. So it's going to be who can shut down the cannon and then get their Hog to Tower.
And he's running Ice Wiz and Princess in a Hog cycle deck, which is very unique. I personally don't run into Ice Wizard and Princess and a Hog Cycle.
The double legendary with Hog Cycle, it is kind of high, right? They're both 3. It's like, but I mean, you're gonna get value out of them when Miner's banned, when Pump's banned. Princess, Ice Wizard, they're not gonna be bad choices. I think it was more of comfort choices. But yeah, I would argue that that's kind of weird in a.
I feel like the guards would have been better for one of those legendaries.
Exactly, guards. That's what he needed. He needs the guards. Maybe
The
I don't know if he could play him because
Fire
they've seen
Spirit
2
Hog
guards.
Rider push is so strong. Because you can't really drop anything to defend. You can't drop goblins.
Or
you can't
even
drop minions.
even the Ice Spirit to at least stop him so you can get the 3 hits off. And we've seen that a bunch. So here we go. Minions in the back, arguably a weird choice. He's gonna.
He's gonna do that Hog
Okay, here we
Rider
go. He's
push.
going for the hog push. There's the cannon.
Nice deflect the Hog Rider to the cannon. It almost went by it.
Yeah, it almost pushed. He almost got it away. I would argue though he should be doing. I can't remember who was doing it last week, but what they were doing is they were getting the minions to surround their hog, and the cannon will target goblins. Yeah, the cannon will target 1 goblin first. That lets basically your hog get to cannon
Put the
undamaged.
minions here and the hog right behind them.
Exactly.
It'll push them.
Exactly, but you only want 1 because you want the other 2 to take out the cannon.
Yeah.
That's the kind of pushes that destroy. Right now, he hasn't been able to do that. He hasn't really been able to shut down cannon.
Godly
with
Love's
hog.
deck should be able to handle this because he's running goblins, he's running minions. Like that's what a princess excels at.
Oh, and it's the lightning. His last card is the lightning. Well played. He saved it to the end. He's gonna get 4 hits off of that hog, and now he's back in this game. He bided his time. He set up the play. Great play by Godly, or should we say, godly play by Godly. Let's go. Hog coming in on that left,
Zap
right
comes in
side.
though.
Yes, and he finally shuts down the cannon. He's gonna get a hit off. It's not enough to put the tower away. Nice Ice Wizard to deflect that at the last second. Really stops
Princess?
it. Princess to get the poke damage. All he's got to do is put it in lightning range in its game. I think that's what he's going for. He's trying to really put it in lightning range. It's so close. He needs 1 hog hit and a lightning to put that away. In fact, he might be able to get it. Cheif Mystical knows he has to really start playing something here. That's good. Keep the pressure on. When you know you're gonna lose, if you have to
that's Zap.
keep the pressure on. Zap shuts down the cannon. Fireball for game.
That's gonna be.
No, he gets shut down last second. Nope, but Mini P.E.K.K.A makes it. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't get the hit.
Woo! And here we go. I believe this is gonna. We're gonna see
Lightning's
the lightning
gonna come
hog
right
for
here.
game. The counter push. No, he chose not to. Lightning hog is gonna almost make it without lightning. He needed the lightning there. He needed the
Honestly,
lightning.
Cheif Mystical is probably gonna take this just because of the fact that the lightning is not gonna do enough to take it out, and it costs so much. He needed that surprise.
Well, okay,
counter
but
with
this
the
princess is getting poke damage right
lightning.
here.
Ooh.
One more hit. It
Does
gets
get
it.
one more. Is that a lightning?
It's not enough. Lightning can. No, it is enough. It is enough. It's whoever's faster.
Lightning poison. Lightning zap. Will that do it?
Yeah, lightning zap will do it at that level. It's 440 plus 75. He chose not to do it. I don't know if he
think
checked
he
his
trusted
cards. You can hold the card down to check. He should have checked. Here we go. Mini P.E.K.K.A coming in, and that's game with Fireball. Why did he hold
Why
on
did
to
he
that?
not do it?
God, where were you?
I'm gonna check.
Where were you?
I want to check. He had 507 damage on
Yeah,
that tower
check.
left.
Go ahead and jump into tournament. So lightning does 68. So okay, 68.
Okay.
And then
no, it doesn't do enough. It's only 346.
346, not 446. He can only do 4.